Joining us now, as he does the day after Eagles games at 4 o'clock always, is Donovan McNabb. Donovan's call-in brought to you by United Tire. Now is the time to make your right choice about who services your car. United Tire and Service. Go to UnitedTire.com. Don't drive alone. Drive United. Donovan, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Horrible.
Damn it, 5.
Well,
yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Understandable.
Donovan, what the hell happened last night with the offense?
Everything.
What the hell?
Everything. To me, it goes back to the conversation I had when we first started with, and I don't mean to bring this down on AJ or point it out or anything of that nature, but as the conversation kind of led after he made his tweets and encrypted, conversations or whatever it may be, the whole offense shifted into a whole new different realm. Now, we were taking shots downfield. Devontae was catching deeper balls. We were going across the middle. We were doing a lot of different things. But ever since that conversation came up of why he's not getting the ball, the offense now shifted more toward AJ, and really Devontae is like missing. I feel bad for him because I've always stressed, and I've talked about it for weeks, that he's our number one receiver. A.J. Brown is our guy to get us over the hump, and Dallas Goedert is the most important piece to this passing game because he becomes so much of a threat when most linebackers who can't cover, who are in there to stop the run, we don't even throw to them or at least target them in the middle of the football field. We're throwing them in the flat routes. And every route that we're running is all outside toward the numbers and not attacking the inside of the football field.
Well, so let me ask you this. Are they not attacking? Because they did that some last night, and we wound up with 4 interceptions and 1 that could have been. So are they not throwing in the middle of the field because the quarterback isn't comfortable throwing in the middle of the field?
That could be, I think, an issue to be raised. But like I said last week, I don't blame Kevin Fatula for this. I feel like he wants to do a lot more and wants to open up this offense, but I just don't feel he feels comfortable with the guys that he has in there to be able to do it on a consistent basis. Now, some can be said over the past couple of years, that's something that was part of the offense. But why now? Why isn't it now? And so when I look at, dissecting a lot of the different plays, the one tip ball over across the middle when A.J. came on a dig route at about 12 to 15 yards, he brought his hands up. Some can say he brought his hands down, Gator style. I won't go into that, but the ball was tipped. That's one that I think A.J. he can catch. The one that he threw where, A.J. was over the ball and it ended up being picked by the linebacker, he had the guy running down the seam open if he would have just put it out front. But it seems to me like a lot of these turnovers that we've had, the ball's going to one particular person. And it's almost like, either it's going to be a catch or it's a drop or it ends up being tipped. And so I just look at where our offense is right now. Yeah, some can be said that we ran the football effectively. But let's take away that long run by Saquon. We're still back in the same situation. We couldn't really run the football yesterday either.
Yeah.
That was am I right?
No, you're right.
2 yards. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you're right. That was the question I was going to ask you, whether or not you were encouraged by what they did in the running game. You're right. It was the one big play. We still can't run in between the tackles. We get no push with the interior part of the offensive line. I think Saquon had 8 carries for, you said other than the big play in the second half, I think he had 7 or 8 carries for negative yardage. He didn't even get positive yardage the rest of the carries in that game. I just don't know how the offense is going to be effective if that part of it is ineffective. The running game, I'm saying.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because the easiest evaluation is to talk about Jalen and his play. But I know Troy had talked about the offensive line has been doing a great job. They haven't. And the interior part of our offensive line is getting killed in the run game. And then, outside, Mulata's one of the best tackles in the game, but he's not having a good year. He really isn't. And so, with Lane being out now, the right side seems to be doing a much better job than the left side. And so I just look at this defense. I mean, yes, we can say they were the number one ranked defense or whatever it may be, but we had the number one ranked offensive line last season. And I know injuries have crept into a lot of different situations and players and where they are right now. But it makes no sense for Saquon Barkley to be getting tackled 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It makes no sense for, Troy Aikman to be saying, well, he's got that cutback when the ball is supposed to be ran in the B gap to the opposite side. He shouldn't have to cut back all the way over to the right side like he's Barry Sanders. We got to get pushed up front. In our passing game, and this is the thing that I have a problem with our passing game. You can't run play action if you're not running the football. It makes no sense for us to run play action and we're not running the football. I don't know if it's Jalen. I don't know if it's the offensive staff or whatever. Get under center, man. Get under center and kind of open it up a little bit with some shotgun and pistol. But get under center because the under center dictates what you want to do because now you're stacking the box. When you don't stack the box and you're a shotgun, they can do exactly what our defense did to them. They can blitz the backer up the A gap. They can blitz the backers on the outside, like we were doing to Justin. Yeah, and he couldn't get the ball off.
Well, listen, moving forward, again, you're the perfect guy to ask about this. How comfortable are you with Jalen at the quarterback position moving forward the rest of this season?
I'm very comfortable with him, but they got to come to a happy medium. At this point. We're almost, and I've said this to myself, as I'm watching the game and just reflecting over the past couple of years. Jalen's not a guy that usually turns the football over. And usually when you have a quarterback that's consistently turning the football over and everything else seems to be going according to plan, then that's the problem that you look at. But for Jalen, when I look at the way that he plays and if he protects the football, we almost become the New York Giants when Eli was looking bad in the regular season, and then all of a sudden, come playoff time, he looked like an all-pro quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we are right now. And that's kind of how our runs have been. Our runs have been late in the season. All of a sudden, we get things going, and then all of a sudden, we find ourselves in the NFC Championship or possibly the Super Bowl. Can it end up that way? I don't know. I'm thinking positively. But right now in the regular season, we just have no answers. And I wouldn't say that doing something as far as drastically of sitting Jalen for whatever reason, they got to come to a happy medium.
As just a question about the other quarterback, as someone who played some big games while you were hurt, I was wondering what you thought of Herbert's performance last night with the broken hand and getting beat up as much as he got.
Heroic. But we're built like that. Quarterbacks are built like that now. We're basically linebackers, and he doesn't.
Oh, come on, Five. Come on, man.
That was a shot at you.
Come on, man.
I mean, wait a minute. I mean, most of the quarterbacks that are playing in today's game, and even when we play, we work out with linebackers. We lift it when linebackers lift.
See, now you want to tell the story about you being stronger than me. I know that's what you're trying to get to.
Oh, we need that story.
Yeah. He was in there, Hey, but you wanted to, though. You used to get in there on the bench press with me and everything.
You said it. But I'm just saying. I mean, look at what Jalen's squatting. Justin's not a small dude. Justin's like a small forward in basketball. Where we are in today's game, these guys they're tough. I mean, I love the fact that I see Justin out there battling it out with just getting surgery on Monday. I mean, look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones playing with a broken fibula, and he continues to play, and then he tears his Achilles.
Yeah.
We're putting everything on the line for our team, and I appreciate that.
Well, listen, one of my favorite games, man, is the game you had against Arizona when you broke your ankle early in that game, got it taped up, didn't come out of the game, finished the game. I think you had 4 touchdown passes in that game against Arizona. Remember that game? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think I got defensive player of the game that game. I just wanted to bring that up.
We built, you know, we built different. You know what I mean? We built different. You know, so.
Listen, I can admit, Five. Hold on, listen. I can admit, he may have been slightly stronger than me. May have been slightly.
Wow.
Slightly. He's a big guy. But he know, and I know.
How you gonna throw the slightly in there, though?
Well, slightly. And he used to work out with us, but you weren't faster than me, though. I know that much. You couldn't outrun me, though.
See, now we letting the size fool you, you know.
Well, the real question for me is who's stronger now? Today?
Well, probably him. You seen Donovan? Yeah, and I would say 5 years. Yeah, that joker he's still getting under the bar somewhere, the bench, the weight bench.
I just did that today. You know.
See, I could tell. I ain't seen a dumbbell in 5 years, man. I'm good, man.
Well, you got one right to your left.
Come on, Ike. We got to tighten up, Ike. We got to get out from XL tight.
So, Donovan, knowing what you know, watching how they play, seeing how this season's evolved. Right. They have 4 games left. If you had a bet how the rest of this season goes, what do you think happens?
You know, I'm going to say this. Now, the Raiders game, it could be a get back mentally game. It could be one of those games that'll fool you. All of a sudden, we throw for 300. You know, we have over 500 total yards of offense. It can be that type of game against the Raiders. Or it could just continue to spiral, and we still have no answers. But I tell you, if we played the way we're supposed to play against the Raiders, the Buffalo Bills game will be the telling tale for what this team will end up doing come playoff time. Because we either have to have momentum going into that Buffalo Bills game, or it's going to be a somber moment where we're trying to figure this thing out the second game of the season, and it just doesn't end well for us.
All right, Donovan. Well, season was going all right. We didn't. Yeah, we don't like the 3 in a row, 3 losses in a row. We got to do something about this. Hopefully, man, if we lose to the Raiders,
I quit.
Holy.
I quit 5. If we lose to the Raiders, I'm out, man. I'm out.
If we play well, we can't overly get too excited. You know what I'm saying?
No, right. No. Trust me.
Games like that are games where it's kind of like the get-back game, where, you know, everybody else has played well, but if we play well, now what does that do for our offense? But I'll say this. We need to find Devontae a lot more than what we have been in the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
I agree. It looked like he was on his way to a career year.
Yeah.
You know?
What happened?
Yep. AJ. That's what happened.
Well, I can tell you, I can see what happened, but, you know, we'll see.
All right, Donovan. We'll talk to you
next
week.
All right, brother.
All right, now you guys take it easy.
All right, there it is, the great Donovan McNabb.